How are you feeling about the inevitable Trump v. Biden rematch? Tired of living through historic times? Annoyed? As someone recently said for my Gen X generation, I'm tired, boss. I have never wanted a sequel less than this. There's been no break since 2015. I need a political vacay. Not feelin' good, my guy. Fucking embarrassed. I certainly think it's interesting that both have a solid chance of dying in office. Not even of an assassination or anything like that, but just because they're old. Trump doesn't seem to take very good care of himself, and they're both at the age where even minor issues can escalate rapidly. I'm feeling like it's way past time to put an age cap for all government offices. I'm Gen X, and I think 70-year-olds are way too old and out of touch to be in politics. Weary. Fuck, I'm tired, and I live in Australia. I'd be more interested if they boxed in zero gravity. George Washington was right. Political parties and the two-party system will be the death of us. Can we get someone under 50 in the office maybe? I think it's time for a change. I don't need any revolutionary ideas. But for God's sake, how are these the best two people we have to offer? The two-party system is broken. I think it's rare for men and women to be fully platonic friends. What are your thoughts, and any of you guys have purely platonic women friends? This thread is a reminder of how young Reddit skews. It's a lot more common when you are married. When I was young and single, I couldn't really have platonic female friends. I was always falling for them. I've been married for almost 20 years now and have many platonic friends who are women. As Thuden says, they have no power here. The need that drove me is very completely met. I have mostly female friends. The nature of friendships between men and women can be complex and influenced by various factors, such as individual personalities, boundaries, and circumstances. Statistically speaking, it's very possible to have fulfilling and rewarding platonic friendships because people and cultures can be so different. My best friend in life is married to a great guy. They have a healthy son. Me and my girlfriend are flying out to see them this I get married. My friend is going to be my best as definitely rare but not impossible. Just because you are attracted to someone doesn't mean you have to act on it. Fellow men, how do you deal with being treated like a threat for no reason? Given the choice between my son and the greater good, I'd say my son is more important. Try to use this as a teaching moment. That's crazy, it's happened 5 times. Surely the police at this stage would be reprimanding the callers for wasting time. I was a single dad of 4 kids. My youngest were 2-year-old twins. I would have to say I was treated differently than a single mom. Cops did welfare checks, and the school called. I was told by the police that legally I have done nothing wrong, and they can't force me to leave, but they suggested I leave for the greater fuck that noise. The only way to win is to be as chill as possible and keep showing up, and maybe the people who are calling the police will start to realize how bigoted they are. The person who calls the police is always assumed in the right. So next time you go, immediately call the police on one of the moms. Suggested I leave for the greater bazaar. Enjoy the park with your son. It seems they want to make it a mom zone. What is normal now but won't be in 25 years? Possibly posting very personal details of your life on social media. Hopefully family vloggers. We're slowly seeing paperwork die out in hospitals as nurses. I often think about down the line when employees will think it's crazy I worked when they still used paper. Everything is online now. Broccoli head are totally going to look back at them and laugh or cringe. The current shit of an education system. I hope it will be single-use plastic. Fax machine in offices. Ordering food and drink from a human in a drive-through. Where I live, snow. Hopefully workplace abuse. Fuck blind following in the workplace, especially unethical or common sense immoral actions. Tick-tick. It will go by the wayside at some point for even shorter form content. 2 seconds or less, don't blink. Affordable college. Most degrees don't need students to be in a brick-and-mortar building. I hope in 25 years the cost of college is significantly cut down. Having a 9-5 among the younger people. What's normal now? Haha. Octogenarians in office. Young adults having the ability to read and write. Gen Z is functional, but Gen Z seems to be severely behind in their academics, and they don't care. What are some misconceptions women have about men that make you uncomfortable? That single men are only interested in kids or babies in a predatory way. I love kids. They're honest, they're silly, and they connect you to the present in a very unique way. Also, babies are just cute. I'm a big, hairy, tattooed dude, and I love making faces at babies and toddlers. But I don't really do it unless I'm with my wife because I know how it comes off. That we always want sex, and if we don't, it must be because we don't find you attractive anymore. That if we ever disagree or push back or go against their wishes, it's because we don't care enough about them. If you ever put yourself first, they take offense. As if caring for someone means doing whatever they say at all times because their feelings your feelings. That I want to sleep with every woman on the face of the planet. No, in fact, the majority of women are off my sexual radar. That I magically feel safe walking home at night because I'm a dude. I'm scared as hell, guys. That men need to chase women to a point of being disrespected, but hey, you're the man, that's your job. Turns out 2021 is just as bizarre and unprecedented as 2020, except it's all good things that keep happening. What are they? Everybody gets a job with a sustainable hey thanks for my awards random people. Women's clothes have pockets. Big pockets. Huge pockets. The most tremendous pockets. Guy in his basement develops a cure for cancer and gives it away for free. Someone invents a cure for cancer because fuck cancer. It turns out cancer is your body trying to heal itself. Researchers figure out a way to get all cancers to instead act as a healing factor. Sir David Attenborough is declared immortal. I find a job that makes me happy and does pay me enough to be alive. And I will either learn to be happy alone or find someone to love. Mental illness is cured. Aliens, but they're the good kind. Like Vulcans, but fun and sexy. They cure all our diseases, give us the secret of perpetual clean energy, and adopt us as their little sister planet. They think we are cute and fun to have around. Ireland will have 4 actual seasons as opposed to winter rain. Most animals have never drank anything other than milk and water. Everyone is saying blood, but I would also like to point out a lot of animals drink each other's pee. I tried to give my dogs Gatorade once. They did not drink it. Carnivores drink animal blood. Herbivores drink plant blood. Your statement is probably wrong. My late Jack Russell was an alky beer imported's the best. What about the blood of other animals? Animals drink the juice from fruits like oranges and lemons quite a bit. Animals drink from springs, rivers, polluted water, as well as pee and blood. However, what I want to say is that essentially all living beings consume liquids that are basically whole with some additional components, and humans are no exception. So, while this statement sounds reasonable at first, upon closer examination, it's akin to saying all ducks walk on 2 legs. Shout out to Japanese farmers who raise cattle for Matsusaka beef. They are known to feed beer to cows. Not true. Plenty of them drink blood. But the ones that live in the ocean don't drink at all. Tell that to these magnificent beasts. Or these scamps. There's juice from fruit, and also some animals will seek fermented fruit, and don't forget blood, so the 4 elements of drinks would probably be water, milk. Men of Reddit who have an average shlong 4.5 inches. The penis is an amazing organ. When a woman loves you, it's the biggest and best she's ever had. When y'all break up, it becomes a microtime traveler that never satisfied her. Hey, you know what the average penis slots into average vagina. It's almost like them shits were made for the other. She'll have no problem picking up what you're putting down. You're gonna be fine. Woohoo, finally above average 5.6, you shrimp dick motherfuckers. Confidence will carry more than you think. If you make it an issue, it becomes one. Your dick isn't the only tool you can put in the box. My midget pecker has done me well. I'm finally above average with my 5.6-inch shlong. Anyways, my wife prefers to be eaten out rather than me bottoming out in her hoo-ha with my magnum dong. Not an issue, because I've never had a partner and never will. But in my youth it did worry me. Can't worry about it. If she laughs or says something disrespectful, then why would you want to be with you really want her to be satisfied? Make sure to use your hands and tongue first. Your hog should be the cherry on top. If you could eliminate one invention from history to improve the present day, what would it be and how do you think the world would be different without it? Lead in petrol gas. World dropped. Remove pop-up ads. Seriously, it's leaded gasoline. It's always gonna be leaded gasoline. Come on. The letter A, leaded gasoline. Text the world eyes are less intelligent with other countries following us to it. Cigarettes causes cancer, disgusting, and a huge drain on the healthcare system. I would stop Zuckerberg from inventing Facebook. Short-form video content. All those TikTok reels, shorts, etc. kind of stuff. Cigarettes. Social media. I know that it would set humanity back decades or even centuries, but the sheer amount of damage coal power has caused that would be prevented would vastly improve our prospects in fighting climate change. Anything that exists currently would get invented eventually. I can't think of anything besides maybe medieval torture devices like the brazen bull. Look it up. They served no other purpose than to severely harm the fellow man. Fentanyl. Can't even do cocaine in peace anymore. Leaded gasoline. Sugared sodas. Corn syrup. Leaded gas. If you got told you would die at 52, what would you do? Well, that's the retirement problem sorted. I am S3am in the morning where I am reading this, and now I'm in some kind of existential crisis. Thanks. I'm turning 49 this year, so I'd probably go into more debt so I can travel before it becomes infeasible. Considering I'm 63, not much. A beer opening sound. I'd wonder why I'm still alive. Make plans quick because I'll be 53 pretty soon. About to turn 51. Hey dude, pull my finger. I feel like if I make it to 52, I'm blessed. Find a way to disengage from the crazy person. It'd probably stop eating healthy and working out. Only like 25 more years I'll be fine with my trash diet for that long. I mean, if it's some rondo who told me that I wouldn't believe to go with the spirit of the question, I'd get a fat life insurance policy for my family. Kill myself sooner to prove to the world that I am going out on my terms. I would try and get back all of my expenses from the last 3 years. I'm 55. That's only 2 more years. I guess I'll start cashing out my meager irks and gifting the money to my kids because there won't be anything else to inherit. Which aspects of European lifestyle are viewed as luxurious by Americans? Toilet stalls with no gaps. Giving birth at the hospital and only paying for parking. A minimum of 4 weeks paid vacation. Cost-effective higher education options. Our acquaintances in the US often express surprise at the perceived extravagance of studying abroad, their rail system, and public transport in general. Paid parental leave and universal health care. A minimum of 4 weeks of vacation is assured with a culture that promotes taking this time off rather than suggesting it's inconvenient for the employer when employees utilize their vacation days. I don't think this is universal in Europe, but I would say the slow pace at which some things are done especially, something like going out to the us you're rushed in, order, eat, and rush out. In parts of Europe going out to dinner is a multi-hour, multi-course and drinks evening. Authentic days off for illness. Their fresh bread and high-quality cheese access. You can openly carry any awkward object in public as long as you seem confused about it. You can carry anything in public if you don't give a fuck. No need to look confused. Law. Explain with real-life example. Me holding a random fish and 29 leaves in my hands and looking confused just to walk through public without people asking me questions. It works better if you look a little annoyed. You can also get into just about anywhere. If you wear a reflective vest, wear a hard hat and pretend to be writing shit on a clipboard. Hey up, what does even forgot the word this and got some funny replies for it. It depends where you are. In New York, you act nonchalant about it. He once carried cornstalks higher than my head through the Knicks subway. No one batted an eye. Then again, it was Halloween. The most effective yet confused mule that the cartel Saya and D have ever seen. As an it person, I would walk around with a random piece of equipment, a wire, tool, or whatever, and nobody would bother me as I walked around the school. Otherwise, everyone would stop me if I didn't look busy. Hey, it's the computer guy, or wait, he looks busy. It would take forever to get to whatever I was actually doing done otherwise.